Yo, what up, what up? Can you hear me? Is the sound good? Let me know what the deal is. Is the quality good, the sound? What's up? Can everybody hear me clearly? Let me make sure the mic is good. Alright. So what's up? What's up? Everything good with everybody? What the fuck's been up? Fuck is the deal? Alright, the sound is good? Alright, cool. What the fuck is the deal? The fuck everybody up to? Are you still on break? Well, if I'm making a video, I can't be on break. I know it's just like a fucking week. I thought it would be longer, but nah, I'm good. Everything is good. Everything is on point. Just had to handle some shit on the spiritual plane. Had to fuck a couple niggas up. But that's neither here nor there. We are good. Nah. See, I wanted to fall back and handle the business, but you know what I mean? Tomorrow not promised, right? That's what Pac said, right? Tomorrow not promised, so we can't waste no time. So we got to keep it moving. Hold on. So I'm going to take a walk with y'all. We're going to be taking a walk. Guess if y'all want to see me. All right, here we go. We right in this motherfucker. All right. The title of the video is The Symbolic Nature of Reality. Now, what is that all about? Right now, we in Casino City, aka Vegas. It's over 100 degrees right now, so you know how this shit is. Greeting and blessings, partner, move past the BS. That's what we're doing right now. We ain't even gonna speak about that shit. We're gonna move on. We're gonna stay on point. So we ain't worried about that shit. Peace, God. What the deal is? What's up, pimpin'? So what is this video about? It's just about symbols, right? Symbols is a language of the subconscious mind. Got me some alkaline water? Absolutely, stay hydrated. Absolutely, stay hydrated. Don't let that shit fall by the wayside at all, definitely. Like, drink a whole gallon a day if you can. You know what I mean? Have your skin all smooth and shit, have your aura bright. All you really need is water. You know what I mean? Even if you ain't eating no food, even if you fasting, even if it's just fasting, that's cool too. Like, try to get like buy a big ass jug of that shit. You know what I mean? And just keep refilling it. You been writing? Yeah, keep that pen working. You know what I mean? You got to keep the pen working. That's the only way. I'm not gonna say the only way, but that's one of the best ways. It's all about the scribe, you know, writing in cursive. You know what I mean? Keep that pen working. Don't let that shit stop for nothing. Because every day is a new day, a new motivation. When you make pentagrams, do you throw them to the trash or hide them in a safe place? It depends if I'm going to use it again. If it's something I'm going to use again, I keep it, you know, yeah, of course, in a safe place. You don't want people fucking with your shit. Don't want nobody else touching your shit if you don't trust them. Or if it's something that's like a one-time use, yeah, just ball that shit up, throw it away, or, you know, bury it in the earth, depending on what you want to do. Thank you for the live stream. You know what I mean? Thank you for watching. I appreciate the support. Peace, God. Peace, God. Good to see you again, too. Peace to everybody out there, all around the planet. I know everybody's watching. You know what I mean? Either you're watching right now or you're going to be watching in the future. So I thought, yeah, this time, I know, you know, I would be standing in one spot, whatever, but this time we're going to take a little walk. You know what I mean? So y'all get to see the city a little bit, even though I've been showed y'all a lot of the city, but you get to feel it, you know, as shit going on. You get to see it in live motion. What is this? All right, what is that? Resonates with you, brother? What are those? Are those like aliens or something? And painting in a permission walk, graffiti crew, I've been writing every day, bro, documenting dreams and all that, drawing too. Yeah, we in Vegas right now. We in Casino City. What city you live in? We in Casino City. Third time. Casino City. I call it Casino City. LA is called Occult City because it's based on the occult. So when I give you these nicknames, it's just to give you the vibration of the city. The city of Vegas also vibrates to the number 5. If you break down Las Vegas, you're going to get the number 5. 5 is a number of Mercury, or it could be another planet, whatever you into. And 5 is all about, you know, another city that vibrated at 5 is New York. So if you know about New York, then you know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know, it's all about the paper. You know what I mean? So I can teach you like you taught me, absolutely. You know what I mean? We all can learn from each other. Not a problem. So definitely keep that pen working. Everybody the artists, you know, we are the foundation. What do I mean by that? Because we are the muse. We are the musicians, the artists. What does that mean? That means we communicate the message because we're in tune. Hold on, let me speed up. These cards are trying to pass. We communicate the message. We're in tune with spirit. If you're in tune with spirit, that means it's your duty to express yourself, to communicate what you're feeling, because what you're feeling is what the universe feels. What you're feeling is what the earth feels. So you gotta communicate, and you gotta, you know, make sure that you share with those who can appreciate it. You know what I mean? Even if it's just a group of people, those who appreciate it, make sure that you have to keep them motivated. You know what I mean? You have to be the guide, your family, your friends. If you are the muse, if you are the chosen one, that means you have the biggest responsibility. If you are the leader, you have the biggest responsibility. You got to keep everybody on point, keep everybody motivated, keep everybody expressing themselves as well. You can't be arrogant, absolutely. You got to motivate everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody is leader of their own life. Keep everybody on point around you. Keep everybody, and you know, in high spirits and hope. Exactly what I'm doing. You know, I got to keep everybody on point. Yo, what's something to represent broken silence? I'm trying to come up with a couple art. Broken silence. You know what I mean? A man sitting on a mountaintop where he hears the ancestors. He hears the spirit. You know what I mean? Like a view of a man on a mountaintop, and you see the gusts of wind in the form of spirits. Damn, you back? I never left, man. You know what I mean? I thought it was gonna be longer. It's like I never left. It's like this is about the time I would be making another video anyway, right? You know, like once a week, whatever, 2 weeks, whatever. It's like the time. So don't even trip. Tried to save my friend. Lost my dad. Tried to keep up with him on point. Died anyway. So sad. How do you convince those who don't want to hear it? That's what I'm saying. I'm not telling you to try to get people to listen if they don't want to. Let me see. Yeah, this is better. I'm talking about those who do want to listen. If they don't want to listen, you can't make them. It's at a certain point, you can't wake people up. You get what I'm saying? Like, especially grown people, people that's already of age, they already feel like you can't tell them shit anyway, right? Don't try to wake people up who ain't trying to be woken up. You know what I mean? Knowledge you taught me changed my life for the better, absolutely. We need that, how to apply this in real life, master the 3D. That's what we're talking about right now. So I'm just going through the questions. We're going to get to the topic in just a second. We're just letting everybody come in. Yeah, that was the age of the Capricorn, stubborn. Spiritual zombies are a part of spiritual warfare. That's what I mean. It's not about waking people up that don't want to be woken up. I don't do that shit. I'm speaking to everybody who's listening is that you want to listen, right? You're here because you want to be here. There's no force. You know what I mean? People just going to walk past. If you're not here, if you don't want to be here, that's what it is. So you around people that want to be around you. You know what I mean? And if you don't have nobody that's on that level, then you have to expand your aura. What do I mean? You do spiritual work. And again, it's not, the whole point isn't to wake people up. The point is for you to explore your own soul. The point is for you, I'll say it again, to explore your own soul. That's your first priority. You are your first priority. And those who are also of that same priority, who put themselves first in terms of their soul, you link up with those people. And you help each other to explore your souls. So it's about anybody who ain't trying to hear it, that don't want to hear it, that ain't fucking with it, then it is what it is. Still send love to them, it's still all good, it's still peace. Even if they don't fuck with you, it is what it is. My dad was spiritual, it was prophesized we would do spiritual work together, absolutely. You know, everybody who is on the path, let them be on the path. You helped me conquer my fears and get to know myself a lot better. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So what is one thing? Now that you're talking about your dad, that's actually what I wanted to talk about. Because let me slow down. I don't want to get emotional. I wasn't fortunate enough to grow up with my father. He died in the streets. But I have one photo of him. And the photo I have of him, he had LA Kings hat. That's all I knew about him, that he fucked with the LA Kings. So this hat is dedicated to him, my father. That's what I'm talking about. This is what is going to get into the topic of the video. He died of cancer. Peace to your father, bro. You helped me release so much shame about my pain. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Don't let none of that shit pile up. Always cleanse yourself. I had to cleanse myself. I had to walk for about 8 hours. You know, from where I stay, it's about a 4-hour walk to the strip. Take about 4 hours. So I walked to the strip, was there about maybe 5-6 hours, then I had to walk back. And by the time I got back, from all that fucking walking and standing, I was a new person. I'm not even the same person no more. I had to get all that bullshit out my system as well. So that's one of the things I do to help me release stress and all that. I walk, you know what I mean, for hours and hours and hours and hours till because I realized for myself, sometimes when negative thoughts and things start to build up within me, it's because I have too much energy at the time. So for me, I have to get it out. So it really don't be about other people, although I may be getting upset or mad about other people. It really don't be about nobody else but me. I have to express it and I have to let it move on by doing work for myself. So even if it's just walking for hours, even if I'm having negative thoughts attacking me, by the time I'm done walking, I don't have no thoughts. I don't even have enough energy to think in a negative manner. So that's how real it gets. I know I did a spiritual bath last week and I walked to the forest, get the best relief, walking in the forest with a blunt. Absolutely, I'm a woman, but thank you for your condolences. Absolutely, don't even trip. So, let's get it in. So what is the topic of the video? Symbolic? I don't even remember what I titled this shit, but I know it's about symbols. That's what I said. This is dedicated to my father, the LA Kings. That's all I know about him, is that he fucked with this team. So I wear this hat in his honor. What's another symbol? You see I got the cross. Okay, the nature, symbolic nature of duality. That's what I'm talking about. I wear the cross. Thank you. I wear the cross. Not because I'm Christian, but what the cross represents symbolically. It's a representation of the crossroads. Right? You see the man on the cross. Let me see if I can get it closer up. It's a man on the cross. That represents us in the physical body. That represent us, meaning we all are down here to suffer, but suffer for the greater good, for our souls. So as long as you have a physical body, you are subjected to physical laws, which means you're going to suffer. But you see, he suffers on the cross. He suffers in the crossroads. He suffers for the ascension so that he can ascend. And as the person in the comments just said, to get to the Christ consciousness, you must suffer. You know what I mean? So that's what this represents for me. Also, you see, the Vatican teaches the same shit to celebrities. Well, you already know. It ain't really about celebrities, though. It's about those who really know. See, celebrities are the lowest on the scale. Meaning, everybody's looking at celebrities, but celebrities really don't know shit. You know, it's the producers, it's the directors, it's the owners that really know. The celebrities are just the end result, but they don't really know. They just, you know, you can say they have a high-paying job, but they really don't know. It's those who teach them who really know the true science. Celebrities are just put into our face to keep people distracted or to be motivated by them. It can be a motivation or it can be a distraction, just depending on how you think. See, we can't excuse our own thoughts. You know what I mean? For example, you know, you have people who are distracted, but then you have people who know how to decode and look beyond the bullshit. If you can decode and look beyond the bullshit, You can watch whatever the fuck you want to watch on TV. You can read whatever magazine you want to read, as long as you're looking at it from the spiritual context. Pain or suffering because we get attached to the illusion. Absolutely. You can easily lose your way on the physical realm because we have obligations to meet. Everybody got bills to pay. Everybody got, you got to eat. You got to sleep. You got to drink water. So it's easy to get caught up with just survival. It's easy to get caught up with that to the point where you don't feel a need to be spiritual because you're like, yo, is this shit going to help me pay my bills? Is this shit going to help me be a better, man, a better woman, better father, better mother, so on and so forth? So it's easy to get caught up with the spiritual, well, not with the spiritual, with the physical requirements of life. But as we see on the cross, as long as we keep that Christ consciousness, you will be good. So you ain't got nothing to worry about. Because if we understand that it truly is an illusion, that means we create our own problems as well as create our own blessings based on what we're thinking. And that's why most of the time negative thoughts is really just an oversaturation of energy, meaning in this physical life, like I said, if you do your 8 hours at work, you sleep in 8 hours, do you have 8 hours, spending time with your family or whoever else? Within these limitations or within these boundaries that are set, we really don't have time for ourselves. You know what I mean? Unless you're woke when you sleep, you're woke when you work, and you're woke with your family. See, that's the difference. You can either be a person who sleep 24 hours or awake 24 hours. That's why you write down your dreams. That's why you meditate yourself to sleep. That's why you take your spiritual chants. Because I talk about mantras and chants all the time. You can chant while you're at work to keep your mind off of the bullshit that happens at work, because you're dealing with people, who's not spiritual. You may be the only one. You know what I mean? So you will have to keep your mind under control. Because I can even give certain examples of when I wouldn't chant, when I was working, the day would be regular. But every time I would chant, the day would give me even more opportunities than it would when I wouldn't chant. For example, I talk about the clean mantra all the time, right? Hold on. A lot of fucking cars. I talk about the clean mantra. I did it if y'all watched the video of the art of scribing, when I showed y'all when I was documenting every day. Have I heard Jay-Z new album? I didn't even know he had an album till yesterday. I saw it on the bus riding down the strip. I'm like, oh shit, he released a new album, so I haven't heard it yet. I'll get to it later though. But I was more so listening to like Prodigy stuff, R.I.P. to Prodigy. I was listening to like the last album he released. I don't remember the name of it, but it's the one with the the man on the front. Anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. Clean. What kind of chants? Yeah, clean. I'm giving you one right now. Clean, which is a representation of Venus. So the days that I wouldn't chant, the day would go regular. The days that I would chant, my experience with my co-workers at the time would deepen. What do I mean? Because I was smoking at the time as well, so I'm chanting clean. The moment I wake up, even before work, the whole day, to the moment I wake up, to the moment I leave, or the moment I go back to sleep, just clean, 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 clean. All of a sudden, during my break, I'll be taking a break around the time somebody else would take a break. Then they offer a blunt. Hey, you want to smoke? Hell yeah, I want to smoke. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. Any other time, we're not smoking during the break. He'll take a break at a different time, I take a break at a different time, and it is what it is. But clean, 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 I'm being offered a blunt. 420, right? 4 plus 2 is 6, the number of Venus. That's why everybody come together. 6 is also the number of equality and bringing things together. So we can tie it into the numerology as well. So that's just one example of, if you can overpower your mind from the bullshit, then you will be open to the experiences that can happen when you have your mind in the spiritual context. Shrem Brazil, another one, definitely. My experience with Shrem is, it don't necessarily put a bag of money in your hand, because a lot of people, you know, chant it for money reasons. However, when I chant it, it just puts you in a wealth consciousness, meaning it puts you close to somebody who has money. What do I mean by that? Meaning I'll be chanting Shrem Brazil, Shrem Brazil, Shrem Brazil, Shrem Brazil, Shrem Brazil. I might be on a train or whatever, and I realize that people of a wealth consciousness tend to sit by me, as opposed to somebody who is in poverty consciousness. I study it. See, when I chant, I study things. I'm like, okay, people who are more money conscious and more about wealth building are drawn to you with the Shrem Brazil. So when you communicate with these people, just the communication alone lets you know where their mind is. So the Shrem Brazil puts people close to you. If you're not in the money consciousness, it puts people close to you, which will help you get further into the money consciousness. So basically, you're like one person away from wealth, you know, if you can catch that. Now, most of the time, it's not money, it's the freedom of the experience itself, absolutely. Try Shrem Brazil, got more hours at work. Instantly, they was cutting other people. This is what I mean. The spirituality can be applied to any area of life. So whether, it doesn't matter what you're doing, if you can program your mind with whatever it is that you want to program your mind with, you can do anything. So all this stuff that everybody complain about, whether it be relationships, their finances, whatever the case is, basically spiritual work and their soul work, all these things can be overpowered by spiritual thought. This is what I mean by the symbolic nature of duality, because we have our waking life, then we have our dreaming life. When we are in dreams, what's being seen? Symbols. Because you may not remember conversations in dreams, but you will remember the symbols. Things are spoken to us through symbols, as well as our waking life. Another symbol I have is a bat. The first chant was clean. You're at clean. Shrem and Clean are both mantras for Venus. Clean is more so about Libra and friendship. Shrem is more about Taurus. So if you understand Taurus and Libra, which are both ruled by the planet Venus, you will know Clean and Shrem. Just to give, you know, people more insight into that. Now, another symbol is, if you see on my shirt, I'm not sure how clear this is, but you see it's a bat. You see the wing, you can just see this wing, and it's basically a bat. Again, let me see if y'all can see this, see the bat. Move all this extra stuff. You see the bat, right? What are chants for Mars? You can chant 999. 9 is the number of Mars, so just chant 999, 999, 999. You can chant numbers as well. Numbers are more directly linked to the planets. So if you want to work more so with the planets than just like with people, places, and things, if you want a direct connection to a planet or energy, then chant the number that corresponds to the planet. The number that corresponds to Mars, at least from my system of numerology. If you have a different one, use whatever number correlates with you. Chant 999. So just keep in your mind 999, 989, 989, 989. And that's a direct link to Mars. 1111 Saturn, correct? What do you mean by 1111 Saturn? What does that mean? Once I had a dream, I saw this person at the store, and later I saw it that morning at the store. Is this a coincidence? It is 9 things. Okay, cool. Yeah, when you have dreams that basically you can say it happens in real life or so-called real life, this is when we get into parallel universes. See, because when we dream, things actually do happen. You see things before they happen. If you're able to see things before they happen, or something may happen in a dream, then it happens in real life, or it may not happen exactly the way you seen it in a dream, but a similar way, or you may dream about a particular person and you may see him, or whatever the case is. You don't really know this if you're not conscious of what you're dreaming about, which is why it's important to dream. Because a lot of times you will see things before they happen if you are conscious of your dreams. This is another reason why you study dreams, because the more you study dreams, the more you will see that, yo, a lot of things you dream before they happen. Why is that? Because you go into a higher plane when you dream. You go into the astral plane. If we understand that things descend, when you talk about blessings, right? Blessings, things descend. So if things descend, they're coming from up top and they're descending just like rain. The mist goes up and it comes back as rain. So things happen in the astrals before they happen here on the lowest plane. This is the lowest plane of existence, the physical realm. So when you dream and you go into your spirit goes into the astral plane, you are able to pick up on messages that happens before they happen. Let me wipe my face off. Now, you study your dreams because they speak in symbols. Man, I just dreamed I got cancer. Shit scared me. Now, what is the symbolic nature of cancer? See, this is the thing. You may see a dream, or you may have a dream, or you may be sick, or you may die, or whatever the case is. It can be any type of scenario. Doesn't mean that you will, well, I guess we all are going to die, but you may not die in the way that you dreamed you're dying, or somebody else may not die. It really just depends, and this is why you have to decode it with the symbols. It's speaking in code. Why are dreams spoken in code is because it's a higher realm. It's the astrals. When you are in the astrals, basically you can say, if you watch a movie and you fall asleep, right after the movie, you're going to dream about the movie. You may dream about a particular character of that movie, or a particular scene, or a particular scenario. You're going to have a dream about the last thing you was thinking about before you went to sleep. So that's another thing. You have to pay attention to what's on your mind before you even go to sleep, because that's going to dictate what your dreams are. So if, let's just say you was watching a TV show about cancer, you're going to dream about cancer most likely. But if you are not aware of your dreams, you may not be able to make the correlation. Was pretty direct. Other dreams more simple. My dream last night, I was a scorpion. Now, how was it to be a scorpion? Because that's another thing. You can't dream about being a particular animal. Whatever your spirit animal is, see, my spirit animal is a bat. That's why I wore the bat. That's my spiritual animal. You are able to dream about being your spiritual animal, the animal you are most connected with. So you can spend 8 hours in the dream world being a bat, or being a bear, or being a scorpion, whatever it is. And to live the life of a scorpion or a bear or whatever it is for 8 hours is definitely an experience that is hard to put into words. Mine is an owl. How is it to be an owl? Dream interpretation say that when you dream of somebody else's death, you're actually lengthening their life. Okay, cool. How do you find a spiritual animal? What animal are you more drawn to? Are you most drawn to? Yep, 11 years. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm back, definitely. Peace to everybody just coming in. Peace to everybody, tuning in. Definitely back. I had to put the bullshit aside and we back in action. What about Plutonian energy? What about it? What do you mean by Plutonian energy? It's the energy of it's death. It's about Hades. If you think about the deity Hades or Hades, however you want to say it, that's another thing. Each planet is linked to a certain deity. Imagine yourself as that deity to explore the secrets. So Pluto is Hades or Hades. Imagine yourself being Hades and basically read up on it, what the god represents, what the deity represents, read about the mythology, and think about all this stuff before you go to sleep. And you will be able to find out more things about Pluto and Plutonian energy that you couldn't find in books. That's going to come directly from a source. I really like to know why I've been having the same dream for 11 years. Well, I guess that'll be something we have to talk about off the video, because that's having the same dream for 11 years. That's one thing. Send me an email, lordasar@gmail.com, LORDASAR@gmail. We'll talk about that off camera. I just found mine before I went to sleep. My daughter dreamed she turned to a black cat. Cool. When you find your spirit animal, imagine yourself being your spiritual animal before you go to sleep, and explore how it is to live as that spiritual animal. When you are living as that spiritual animal, or you basically are having an experience, or it may communicate with you, you may not be, it may communicate with you, you may see it in real life or whatever the case may be. You have to look at the context in which you see it. And when you learn this, it's like learning a different language. You can either learn a different language by reading it in books and taking classes on it, or you can go to a country that speaks a different language and spend time in that country. And eventually you're going to catch on, because each language is a frequency. Basically, the more you pay attention to your dreams and the more you pay attention to symbols, you will naturally learn what they mean just by paying attention to it, just by being in the frequency of it. So that's the thing. So you don't necessarily have to always go by dream interpretations. It's just the more energy you give it, the more it becomes aware of, or the more you become aware of the meaning, even if it's speaking in code. Like if you went to China and you spent a year in China and you know no Chinese, you will start to pick up on certain things that are Chinese just by being in the frequency of the language. You will start to hear words come, you know, it's like a baby learning English or a baby learning whatever language it is. You will pick up on the frequency of it the more you are around it. So the more you write down your dreams, the more you pay attention to your dreams, you will start to pick up on the meanings of things just by giving it energy. So the more you give it energy and the more you're able to decode things, you will start to see the correlation of the dreams and your actual waking life. They will actually start to become one. Because you will be able to go to the dream world or go to the astral plane and ask certain questions or have a certain experience that you want to have, and you will be able to correlate that experience with a real life experience. For example, let's just say you wanted to go to the pyramids of Egypt in the astral plane. So if you think about the Great Pyramid before you go to sleep, there's a great chance that you're going to have a dream about pyramids or something, or pyramids are going to be mentioned, something that correlates to pyramids, because that's what you're giving your attention to. So, Tall Basher, are we living many lifetimes at once? Not necessarily. It's only, you can say we have many different bodies. You know, you have your astral body or your spirit body. You have your emotional body. You know, you got the Ka, the Ba, so on and so forth. So we have different dimensions or we have different dimensions. We exist in different dimensions. So you can say we have different bodies. So this is why we have a whole different existence in the astral plane, just like we have a whole different existence in the physical plane. This is why you can do things in the astral plane you can't do in the physical plane. You can do things in the physical plane that you can't do in the astrals, because it's different bodies. Names, boom, boom, boom. Amon, how do you make someone suffer as a way of teaching them a lesson? Because they refuse to take your situation seriously, therefore don't pay you back or get serious. How do you, okay. So the question is, how do you make somebody suffer in a way of teaching them? Well, I'm trying to answer the question in an educated manner without being too reckless. Okay, so if you want to make somebody suffer, which is, it's not really suffer, you just basically want to make them more aware of what the message you're trying to convey to them. So in essence, you really want to make them more aware because you feel like they're not paying attention. So it depends on who this person is, whether it's a family member, whether it's a friend, or whatever the case may be. Because of course you don't want to inflict any physical harm on a person. You do it in the astrals. Use your telepathy. If they don't want to pay attention to you on a physical level, you use your telepathy skills. Imagine a scenario of you having a conversation with this person and you sending this person light, or you sending this person roses, or you sending this person rosemary, or water that's charged. So you want to have the conversation with them in your visualization and send them love, send them light, send them roses. And definitely have a conversation with them next time and you will see a difference. You just have to send them energy. So if you feel like a person isn't paying attention to you, send them more energy using your visualization, using your telepathy. We have the ability, to do things like this. We just don't really use it because we feel like, oh, what is it for? use your visualization and use your telepathy skills to communicate that message if they're not paying attention to you on a physical degree. Yeah, girl, wanna be do. Just cuss them out. If you want to cuss them out, then cuss them out. Boom, boom. Success is the greatest revenge. Well, it just depends. You know what I mean? Success, you know, may make a person even more envious of you. It just depends on what's your meaning of success. Don't get too caught up with success either, because success don't give you respect. What do I mean by that? You know, I mean, a bunch of dollar bills, or, you know, you have the, you know, the house or the car or whatever the life. It don't necessarily mean that people is going to respect you, because every successful person isn't respected. It just depends on who they are in their heart. Because you can be broke and have nothing. You have a good heart, people will still respect you. Or you can have all the money in the world, but have a fucked up, corrupt heart, and you will see the difference. So that's the thing. Don't let success blind you about what's going on in your heart. And don't let success blind you from doing your soul's work. Your soul work is more important than anything you're doing here on the physical plane. We are here to fulfill our soul's mission, not necessarily be successful. Your soul mission may not require you being known to the world or, you know, living the most luxurious life. Your soul may require you to do things pretty much, you can say, the complete opposite of that. Your soul may just require you to be a great mother or a great father, even if you struggle for the rest of your life, but you still fulfill your soul's purpose. You know what I mean? So are you not successful even then? You know what I mean? So it's just about expanding your mind. What is a crazier will person than you? I keep hearing names, intelligence, boom, boom, boom. Have you experimented with crystals? Well, I got on crystals right now. Hold on. This is a crystal. This is jade. This green thing that you see right here. This right here is tiger's eye. You know what I mean? On my pinky, on my mercury finger, tiger's eye. Now, why do you think tiger's eye, which basically resonate with the solar plexus, why is it on my mercury finger? You know what I mean? So you have to figure that out. But yeah, so you see, I fuck with crystals heavy. Been fucking with crystals for years now, and I still fuck with them. So you already know, I rep crystals. You see, every video you see me with crystals pretty much. You know what I mean? So crystals is definitely a thumbs up. So leaving and going to the islands isn't a way to get revenge. Revenge shouldn't even be on your mind. Fuck revenge. It's about your soul. Fulfill your soul's work. Fuck revenge. Revenge has nothing to do with your soul's work. When you fulfill your soul's work, you will be fulfilled. You won't give a fuck about revenge, because most of the time, you only think about revenge in a moment. You give it 5, 10 years, you're not going to even give a fuck about whatever is going on. Somebody did you wrong, somebody did this, somebody said this. When you are on your soul's mission and you're on your soul's journey, when you are fulfilling your soul's journey, you're not thinking about that. Like, I don't even think about the past, to be honest. Anybody who, you know, who may have done me wrong or did this, I never did revenge on nobody, never put anything when it comes to revenge on anybody, because it's not really about revenge, it's about your soul's work. So when I said in the beginning of the video I had to fuck some people up, that doesn't mean that I sent bad spirits at them or nothing like that. That just means that I'm going deeper into my own soul. And me fulfilling my soul's work is, you can say, the best form of revenge. Not necessarily just getting a big stack of money and throwing it at them. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. It comes from within. Absolutely. I have the manifestation crystal. Cool. Fuck the bullshit. Money and material don't matter. It's not that it doesn't matter. It's just that your mind is most important. The mind, you use your mind to manipulate the matter. We all know this already, right? Your mind manipulates the matter. So it's not that it doesn't matter, because it is matter. Your body is matter. You do take care of your body. You don't just, you know, live reckless. You take care of your temple. That means, you know, you should be responsible with your finances. However, you just don't make that the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is to fulfill your soul's work. Then everything else falls into place. You know what I mean? So it's not that it don't matter. It's just putting things into priority. Seeing portals in my dreams is a new thing. It's not necessarily urging me through it, almost like a reveal. One of the demons, top half of the body was bent backwards. Boom, boom, boom. If you're dreaming about demons, that's just a representation of an aspect of you that you are not familiar with just yet. You know what I mean? So don't even look at demons as something that's going wrong or this or that. It just depends on how does it make you feel. You know what I mean? Or do you feel like something is sucking at you in your dreams, or do you feel like, you know what I mean, it's just something that you don't understand? Are you even feeling any physical pain? Well, I guess not physical pain if you're in the dream world. But again, everything is symbols. Again, when we look at etymology, demon just represents deity. Demon didn't represent something dark and sinister to later on when the definition was changed. You can see that if you type in etymology.com, type in demon, you will see what it originally represents. Then you will see that the meaning changed over time. So even demons are still symbols that represent something unknown or unconscious to us, that's trying to be known, that's trying to be conscious. So it's still aspects of us. You know what I mean? So it's not really some outside stuff fucking with you. Can I just Google light path and start reading up on it? Absolutely. And you know, once you start working with the numbers personally, it will reveal more to you than anything you can Google. Evolving is the most important thing. Absolutely. My demons are me. Absolutely. I would say mind over matter every day. That's what I meant. Absolutely, bro. So this is basically what we mean by everything has a symbolic nature as well as a dual nature. You know what I mean? That's why I have, you know, on this hand, hold on, somebody's calling me. Probably should have, you know, had that handle before I went live. But you have this. This is silver with a koa stone in it. K-O-A. If you look up the koa stone, it's a stone for strength. Then I also have this, the Tuscan. This is duality. So, you know, I got the light and got the dark on the same finger. Then, you know, I have the silver bracelet. Then I have like the, you can say whatever color this is, like a reddish orange. Not real good with the extra colors, whatever color that is. You know what I mean? Duality. You know, the right side, the masculine side, the feminine side. You get what I'm saying? Everything has a dual nature. So even demons, you can say demons are just dark angels. Angels are just light demons. You know, if you choose to look at it like that. Can you meditate to your favorite music to vibrate at a certain frequency? Absolutely. You should be meditating to music anyway. Anything that you resonate with, you know, yeah, put your favorite song on or favorite album on, you know what I mean, then meditate. And whatever frequency, you don't necessarily have to go into the frequency of the song. You can just imagine whatever frequency you're trying to get to. So you can just use the music as a tool to get into the frequency you're trying to get into. You're not limited to whatever the frequency of the music is. Because again, it's mind over matter. So you can use your mind to project yourself into whatever frequency just by using the music as a tool. So anybody that's saying like, you know, it's certain things that you should be listening to or you shouldn't be listening to, it's really all about where you want to go in your own mind. Our motivational speakers tapped into spirituality. Some may be, some may not be. It just depends on how they make you feel. It really ain't about them. It's about if somebody is speaking truth, you're going to feel it in your heart. And if you feel it in your heart, then it is what it is. If you don't feel it in your heart, doesn't make them a bad person, doesn't make them wrong. It's just not for you. So anybody who's speaking on a motivational level that inspires you, then let them continue to be a light for you. If not, then move on to somebody that is. You know what I mean? So it ain't about, you know, try to categorize people like who's good, who's bad. It just is what it is. Do you know anything about the law of 44? Yes, the law of 44 is hard to be, find it so hard to be disciplined in meditation. This is why you use tools. You can use music, you can use ASMR. Use whatever tool you need to use to go deeper into it. If you person that smoke, then smoke cigarettes, weed, mugwort, you know, whatever it is. Now, the law of 44. Let's explore 44. Now, in Vedic astrology, number 4, it's a planet of Rahu. It's a shadow planet. Rahu in your astrology chart is basically your goals in this life. So you have, another way to say it is, you have the dragon's head, the dragon's tail, the north node, the south node. So you have your past life, then you have what you want to do in this life. Your Rahu represents what you want to do in this life. So the number 4, meaning if you have a house number, anybody, you break down your house numbers. And if your house number resonates with 4, or you can put your house number 4, just watch my video on how to change the vibration of your home. If you really want to know the secrets of the number 4, change your house number to a number 4 and you see what it is. What is the house number 4? Or what is the energy of the number 4? It's all about ambition. Also, if you are a fan of Tupac, his life path was a 4. That means the number 4 is the most challenging number of all numbers. It's the most challenging number. What does that mean? Meaning, it's going to show you how strife will motivate you to do way more than comfort. What do I mean by that? If you see, Pac was only 25. He recorded over 700 songs. But that's because he went through so much strife. It was the strife, his strife and his hardships was his motivation to do all that he did at such a rapid rate. It was the strife. It wasn't necessarily the good shit in his life. It was the strife. You know what I mean? Just being followed by police and people that want to see you fall. The 4 would teach you how to transmute negative energy into positive energy. Also, you know, if you think about 4, you get the number 13. You know, 1 plus 3 is 4. You know, we already know, you know, 13 is considered an unlucky number by some or a lucky number by others. It just depends on how your mind is. So the Law of 44, also, you know, the Jay-Z album, everybody's talking about that. It's 444. 4 is a number that's in, you know, also, you know, black. You know, it's a real dark number. It's a number of, like, politicians, criminals. You know what I mean? If you a criminal, if you went to the criminal activity, use the number 4. It's all about doing things in a different way and you taking the alternative route, you know, doing things in your own fashion. Bless people in my life, boom, boom, boom. How do you figure out your life path number? Add up your birthday. So if your birthday is August, let's give an example. August 15th, 1990. You add up August, which is the 8th month, 15, and 1990. So what would that give you? You got the 8, 15 is the 6, 8 plus 6, you got 5, then 1990, 6. So you'll be a life path number 6. So add up your birthday and you will get your life path number. I'm in a 4 dwelling. Yeah, exactly. 2119, yes, that is a 4. So you know, if you are in a 4 home, it's all about basically, another way to describe the 4 is doing things in a, you can say doing things, let me see, what's the word for it? You can say doing things in order, or basically doing the same things every day. Like if you're a person, or I got it, consistency. Number 4 is a number of consistency. It's also about the number of manifestation. You know, you got what, the 4 directions, the 4 elements. It's the number of manifestation, the number of consistency. So basically, if you would say you're a person that has a problem with consistency, use the number 4. It'll have you more consistent. Or if you're a person that feels like you need to be more grounded, the number 4 does that. If you're a person who feels like you want to work with earth, because it's a number of earth, you know, when you combine all 4 of the elements, you get earth. So that's all number 4. So going to the Law of 44, you see what the number 4 represents. I gave you several examples. So you piece that all together, and that unlocks the number of the 44. Life path 13. Well, that's basically the life path 4. In other words, sound like what I need all of that. What's the definition of 444? I've been seeing that most recently. That's what I mean. It's a number of manifestation. Use the number 4 if you need consistency, if you're trying to manifest, or if you're trying to really explore the secrets of the earth as a whole, or if you're on a darker path of life as well. Number 4 will help you if you're on the darker path, or if you're basically, like I was saying before, it's a number of politicians, the number of so-called criminals, people of the underworld. If you are involved in any type of underworld activity, the number 4 will assist you in dealing with that lifestyle. Again, it's a number of ambition and strife. It's going through these hardships and knowing how to transmute that energy into ambition so that you can do more than the average person that's, you know, just going by life in a different fashion. You can, yes, you can also chant 444. If you want to go deeper into 44, yes, chant it. 444, 444, 444, 444 as you are living your life. You know, dedicate a whole day to 444 and just see how your life plays out. So, I mean, you may not necessarily see 444 everywhere, but it's all about seeing, you know, how people react to you, you know, what type of things you see. What does your mind focus on? You know what I mean? Because there's so many things out here in the world. So what does your mind focus on when you chant that number? So if you add all that up, add 4 plus 4 plus 4, you get the number 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. You know what I mean? 3 is a number of Jupiter. You know what I mean? So if you Jupiter on the tree of life, it's a spear of mercy. You know what I mean? So it's all about being merciful, you know, giving. You know what I mean? So again, it just depends on how deep you want to go with it. I always see 444. Absolutely. You know what I mean? So take it as deep as you want to take it. You can chant it before you go to sleep and see what type of dreams you have. You get what I'm saying? You can, however you work your magic, use 444. You can carve 444 into a candle and light the candle. You know what I mean? And put it on your altar. It's all about how deep you want to go with it. Very strong energy chased me last night on my walk to the store. Felt like I was being followed and turned around and rushed into my body through my lower back. Oh, absolutely. You know, I mean, if a spirit is following you like that and want to go into your body and you feel a rush, then, you know, thank the spirit. I mean, if you fucking with me like that, you know, come right in. You know what I mean? Obviously, I have something you want. You know what I mean? Let me feed you for a little bit. But ask them, you know, get something from them as well. Don't just let them drain you. Ask them, okay, I gave you some energy. You know what I mean? Give me some energy back. Give me some game. Give me some information. You know what I mean? Let me know what I can do with myself. You know what I mean? So make sure that it's a mutual exchange. You know what I mean? It may be an ancestor. It may be somebody that knows you. It may be a spirit. Who knows? But that's why you get more into communicating with spirits. You know, a good way to communicate with spirits, you know, smoke a little tobacco. You may not like tobacco, just smoke and inhale, give it a couple inhales. But that's how you can open yourself up to communicating with spirits, you know what I mean? So just see what's going on with that. My apartment number is 5. Yeah, it may be 5. If you add up the numbers and then add it to 5, then yeah, your apartment number will be 5. I can relate to that so much. I see 444 a lot. And I'm kind of like hyper ambitious. Absolutely. So you see what it is. It's definitely the number of ambition, consistency. Also, you know, with Jay-Z, he pretty much, you know, he's a very consistent rapper, right? Very consistent artist. You know, we're dropping albums pretty much every year. So it's definitely about that consistency, ambition, transmuting negative energy into positive energy, into hustle. You know what I mean? So it's all about how you want to use it. Chant 444 can help you manifest. Absolutely. It's an earthy number. It's it's the number of culture. Like if you look at the numbers, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture. You know what I mean? Number 4 is the culture. The 4, you know, you can type it in Google, type in a number 4, you can see all the correspondences with the number 4. And it's definitely a very earthy number. Just like the earthy numbers are the number 4, the number 6, and the number 8. The number 4 is about, if you really want to get, it's a startup number. Number 4 is a startup number. Number 6 is a number to basically, once you already start up, to get things equalized. So you got the startup number, the number 4, the number 6 will help you level out things as they are started, and the number 8 will help you maximize on your success. That's why that's the number of the masterminds, the visionaries, the millionaires, the Bill Gates, all those people. You know, that will help you maximize once you balance it out. So 4 is the startup number. You know, get your ambition on point. If you are somebody who is unmotivated, it definitely will give you more strife, and it'll make you angry. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, why is people fuck with me? Why is this happening? Why is this not? It's going to get you angry, but that anger is going to be transmuted into motivation and ambition to, you know, help you get out the house, help you to start up whatever it is that you're supposed to start up. So it will help you build up that ambition and that anger. You know, basically you can see it's definitely, look at Pac, it's very angry. You say his presence on the mic is somebody, you know, that's very passionate. So it's going to get you riled up. It's going to make you want to get out and go do something. Then number 6 will help you level out once you know, got that ambition, once you got the hustle going. Number 6 will help you level out. Again, number 8 will help you maximize on that. So those are the earthy numbers, the number 4, the number 6, and the number 8. The Machiavelli energy, absolutely. I see 420 a lot. That's the number 6. So you know what that is. You know, definitely weed and 420 is all about equilibrium. It's about bringing people together. It's about friendships. It's about, You know, everything that weed represents. You know what I mean? Having people leveled out, having you balanced, you know, helping you achieve an equilibrium. You know what I mean? So definitely 420, you know, chant 420, you know what I mean? You will see exactly what it means. And also, there's several ways to get to certain numbers. Like, you can chant the number 6, or you can chant 420, or you can chant, let's just say, 1, 2, 3. That's another way to get to the number 6. So there's a bunch of combinations to get to one number. So you can chant the number directly, or you can chant a certain number combination to get to the same number through a certain portal. You know what I mean? So it just depends on how deep you want to go to it. I've been saying 1, 1, 1, triple 1 and triple 2. A lot of things in my life, 3, 6, and 9, a lot. Absolutely. So again, this is why you study numerology. Because everybody is saying they seeing all these numbers, right? This is why you study numerology, so you can get the meaning behind these numbers. Don't just leave it to Google. Memorize what every number means. Again, I'll do this one more time. Correlated with the planets. Number 1 is the sun. Number 2 is the moon. Number 3 is Jupiter. Number 4 is Rahu. Number 5 is Mercury. Number 6 is Venus. Number 7 is Ketu, K-E-T-U. Number 8 is Saturn. And number 9 is Mars. You can link it with the planets. Once you link it with the planets, because all these are living entities. Numbers are living entities, just like planets are living entities. So when you are giving your energy to a planet or a number, it's going to give you energy back. And again, everything can be broken down to a number. Your name, if you break down your name, every letter correlates with a number. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, J is 15, 26 is Z, 13 is M, 15 is N or O. No, it's O, not N. N is 14. You know, see, I know them by heart. So again, so you break down people's names. And again, I talked about this all in my video, the alchemical transformation of whatever. You know, watch my alchemy playlist. That's why when I talk about alchemy, I'm always talking about numbers, numbers, numbers. The complete guide to manifestation, numbers, 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 breaking down street numbers and all that. This is what I mean. So if you're seeing all this numerology, study numerology and memorize the meanings of the numbers and link it with planets. You know what I mean? And, you know, start breaking down everything in your life. You can break down everybody's name. You can break down people's street addresses. You can break down addresses and correlate it, and you can see how real it is. Everything will be as real as you can see it. But if you don't see it, you wouldn't know it. But you have to know it by heart. You know what I mean? Anger helped me write my music. Absolutely. I say as soon as I got home, definitely continue to keep your house pure and spiritual. New noise is 8 letters. You know what I mean? What does it break down to, though? You know, let's do it right now. We'll do this as an example before we get up out of here. We'll use new noise. Your name is new noise. Okay, what is N? N is 15, E is 5, W is another 5, or 23. This breaks down to 5. So you got 5, 5, 5. Triple 5. You know what I mean? You said you were seeing the number 5, right? So new is triple 5. You break down triple 5, 5, 5, 5. You get 6. What's noise? You got another 5. O is 6, I is 9, S is 1 or 19, E is 5. So let's break that down. So you got 11. That breaks down to 2, 3, 3 and 8. No, 3 and 5 is 8. So you got 6 and you got 8. You break all that down, you got the number 5 again. So you see all those 5s? You was talking about the number 5, right? New noise is 5. You know what I mean? So see how I just broke that down? No pen, no pad. It's all in my mind. That's what I'm talking about. When you are the mathematician, when you get this numerology in your head like that, you can break down that shit real easy. At the snap of a finger, do that shit, then you will start seeing the shit. You can't see it when you got to look at a paper. You got to Google it all the time. You got to know that shit by heart. You got to keep it in your mind so you can get it instantly. This is what I mean. Manifestation is instantaneous. If you can't manifest instantly, then, you know, it's not going to really work. How do you use number 5? Chant it. Keep it in your mind. 555, 555, 555, 555, 555, 555, 555, 555, 555, 555, 555. All day. All day. Write it down. 555, 555, 555, 555, 555. The planet Mercury. Study what the planet Mercury means. The color green. Color of Mercury is green. Wear green. However you want to do. Light a green candle. Scribe 555 on the candle. Or it can be any candle, a white candle, whatever. Scribe 555. You know, light an incense 555, 555, 555. So Mercury 555, and it will reveal secrets to you as you give it energy. change your house number to a number 5 if it's not a number 5. If you don't know how to change the house numbers, just watch a video on how to change the vibrations of your home. Change your home to a number 5, and you watch and see what happens. You know what I mean? You like Hare Krishna chant? I used to listen to that chant like before I went to sleep. You know, I had like, it was like a 6-hour YouTube video, the Hare Krishna chant. It definitely helps you dream, and it helps clear your home. Like when I used to think, you know, demons is bad, and I thought I was being haunted by aliens and stuff way back in like 2013. I will always chant that number before I went to sleep, and I had that chant as I dream, and it definitely helps cleanse the energy. So that's definitely a good chant, you know, just to have playing around in the house. You can either, you know, just have it playing low in the house, you know, and you will still get, it definitely raises the vibration of your home. Manifestation ain't nothing we cannot sustain impermanently. And that's what I'm talking about in number 4. Number 4 is the earthy number. It's about solidifying it. So it's about the manifestation and keeping things solidified. That's exactly why you would chant the 444. My house is a 5-8, which is a 6. It just depends if you want to use the letters. You don't necessarily have to use the letters. You can just keep it to the numbers if you want to. You know what I mean? But if you feel more Venus energy because it's a 5-8 and you feel like it resonates more with Venus, cool. But if it doesn't, if you feel more like it resonates with number 5, then don't worry about the 8. So it just depends on how does the energy feel to you. Does it feel more like a 5 number house, or does it feel like a 6 number house? You have to make that decision on your own, because again, mind over matter. You know what I mean? So one last question: do you listen to the entire binaural beat as long as you are on the fan? You can definitely, yeah. Like if it's 30 minutes, an hour, listen to it in whole. That's it, all it really takes about 30 minutes. If you listen to binaural beats, isochronic tones, whatever, I got a couple of them on my page that I made years back. You know, yeah, about 30 minutes, an hour. Just, you know, listen to them before you go to sleep or when you in meditation, and it definitely will help you get into the mindset you're trying to get into. Life path number 5, so you already know what it is. If you life path number 5, then it's up to you to study Mercury. Study the planet Mercury and chant 555, so that it can reveal to you the secrets that you can't find on Google, that I can't even tell you. So there's things that I can't tell you, there's things that the computer can't tell you, that when you work with the numbers on the personal level, you will be able to see what it is. You know, with your own eyes, with your own heart. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. The symbolic nature of duality. You know what I mean? Is there any more that I need to say? We just broke this shit down precisely. Depends, maybe you got to been doing it at work, guys, amazing, boom, boom, boom. Absolutely. So definitely I'll be back at y'all pretty soon. Y'all take this information and run with it, you know. Do with it as you please and see what secrets will be revealed to you. You know what I mean? Thanks, man. No problem, man. You know what I mean? So everybody else, the same example I gave, apply it to you, you know. Memorize it in your head and use your heart. What's my email? Last time, lordasar@gmail.com, LORASAR@gmail.com. You know what I mean? Hit me up with whatever. So I'll definitely get back at y'all soon. You know, I'm out this motherfucker. Y'all take it easy. Okay. I just hit the finish button, but I saw that last question, break down the LA Kings numerology. All right, you got me. If you wouldn't have said that, I was just about to get the fuck off. But I'll do that just in honor of my father. I'll do it. LA Kings. Let's see what that is. LA is 13. I know that right off the bat, and I know King is 5. So if you just add the S, it's 6. So 4 and 6 is the number 1, the number of the sun. You know what I mean? So easy like that. So again, L is the number 12. A is, of course, 1. 12 plus 1, 13. 1 plus 3 is the number 4. King. K is 11. I is 9. N is 14. G is 7. S is 19. All that overall breaks down. 4 is LA. 6 is Kings. 4 plus 6 is the number 1. You know what I mean? So the number of the sun. Study what the sun means. And you will get the, you know, the crown, right? The crown chakra is what? The sun. Remember, the planets also resonates with the chakras, for those who are into the chakras. And the crown chakra is the sun. That's why it's on my crown. You know what I mean? So now we'll get out of here. So I'll definitely see y'all later. Peace.